What's up everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Burb Files. So a quick catch up on what we did in the last episode. We finally got the rest of the paint on. There was a few of these little brackets all tidied up and painted, ready for just little covers for the loom. And also got the brake lines and fuel lines back in and run as far back as I could go before all the where I only do the fab work for the C-notch. So definitely making some good as progress. We also got the steering set up, most of it back on, just waiting on parts. I've ordered the bushes and everything, and I found some new lower control arms because the original lower control arms that were in it had been cut because they had drop knuckles in it, so drop spindles in it, and they bind up when they're on full lock, so someone had notched out. And actually I should try and, I would show you, they're down in the pile down there. It's a bit too hard to dig them out. I just don't want to be trying to get it VIN from New Zealand roads if it's got little cuts in the suspension and stuff. So I found some standard drop spindles, some standard front spindles, and some standard lower control arms for it as well. But I have to wait till the lockdown's finished to be able to go and get them. And just waiting on my rebush kit as well for all the suspension. So while I'm waiting for all that, I'm just trying to get all the finicky bits done. So on today's episode, I'm going to try, there's a couple of little wiring looms here. That's the tail light loom and the fuel pump loom and everything. So that I might not do that today just because otherwise it will hang here where I'm going to be doing fab work. But this one was for the O2 sensors down here, ran from this cross member up inside here and back. So I might clean that loom up, and that one there is for the airbag sensors, and it runs from here across down underneath the motor and back up to this plug. First thing on this episode, I think I'm going to get those scrubbed up, cleaned up. I brought my laptop out just so I can check on my photos, make sure the clips go back in the right holes, see how we look. Alrighty, so super happy with how that turned out. This heat shield bit is still a bit ugly looking, like it's got overspray on it and a bit of dirt, but it is 20 years old. So yeah, we just went through. Some of these had like these little, I think these must be for the ABS sensors. Didn't have loom wrap on them, they were just bare wires, so just found some loom wrap, tidied everything up. Same with that one. So it's all nice and clean now. So I'll just go through, find all the clips. So I've got all the clips up in shelf up there, so I'll just go through, hook these up, get everything sitting all nice and pretty, and then pretty much rinse and repeat, do the same with that little loom. Alrighty people, so we've skipped forward a couple of days now. The last thing we were doing was this wiring, so while I'm waiting for all those bushes and stuff, I'm going to pull the diff outside while we've got a break in the weather. Been pretty rainy on and off lately, so going to pull that outside and just give it a water blast, chuck some degreaser on it, give it a water blast, and start getting that ready for paint. I did want to get that rebuilt before I put it back in, but just the current situation not working and everything, I don't think I'll get that done. I will rebuild it, but I'll just have to do it once it's back in the truck. So it's a bit of a bummer, but that's alright. I'd rather just get everything ready to go back together, get it underneath the truck, and then start getting it road legal. So alright, so just before I set up the water blast, just gave it a decent squirt with some degreaser. It's actually not too bad. It's mostly just like loose dirt. But just around the centre of the diff there is a bit of, just a leak of it at some point, or even just through the breather maybe. So it's soaked for a while now, so we'll fire up the water blast and get it cleaned up. Hopefully the weather stays alright. It actually came up pretty sweet. A bit of a water blast. So just let that dry for a bit. Looks like clouds are holding off, so let that dry outside. I was actually thinking I might just move some shit around in here and water blast this floor out a bit. That's just this bit here, it's been getting pretty dirty. So, well, I've got a few minutes up my sleeve, I may as well give that a water blast. Alrighty, so with the floor nice and clean in here now, and the diff nice and clean, I'm gonna call it for this episode, but check out the next video, we'll get this prepped and painted, and maybe start cleaning up the motor too. So cheers for watching guys, and see you in the next one.